You're watching Shane Dawson and Friends, where the excitement never ends. So open your ears, sit down and relax. Shane will bust a fucking cap in your ass.
Yay! That was a theme song played off my phone because we are really fucking ghetto up in here.
Super ghetto.
Okay, guys, this is our first podcast. I'm very excited. Do you remember your first time, Lauren? Back in the 18th century?
So it was 1952. I was living on the prairie farm. No, I don't.
No, it was back in the 18th century, and he knocked on your castle bridge. You let your bridge down. He crossed the moat without getting bit by an alligator.
That's more like 1690 something.
Ugh, you're such a nerd.
Okay.
Okay.
This is really weird. We're really close to each other.
We've never actually talked and looked at each other in the face
I know.
ever.
Really uncomfortable.
Great. So, you guys, if you couldn't tell, this is Shane Dawson, and this is my producer. I call her that because she's my producer.
Oh, you
and
haven't called me that in a while.
She's always juicing because she's always trying to lose weight for something.
So true.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Lauren Schnipper.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm trying really hard to get her.
We're going to drink like a lot of water, so it seems like we're like doing a lot of stuff right now. So if you hear me opening this.
That sounded like a grenade. Okay, so first of all, this is our first show, guys. So we're really trying to figure this out. We don't really know what we're doing.
Not a clue.
We do have an idea, though, for our first segment, which is called Three Ugh.
Well, I'm calling it sort of like the daily ugh. Well, people always want to know like what we're really like. And so it's usually literally the two of us sitting in a car constantly just like, ugh. It's really weird hearing me ugh in these headphones because I can really hear how this sounds.
How annoying we are. Yes, so we hate everything. So we're going to start. Lauren has prepared some...
I have.
Some ugh. Take it away.
Well, this was one of my favorite ones. It was sort of a special request of Shane that I have something about this person, and so I found this. My favorite quote of the day from Amanda Bynes' attorney. I think Amanda's fine. I have no problems with her whatsoever. She's a fine client.
Wow.
I thought that was...
Can we, on the count of three? 1, 2, 3.
I'm like literally like, are these the same people that like killed Michael Jackson that are repping her?
Okay, first of all, this isn't even a ugh. This is like a daily suicide alert.
It's terrible. We're gonna feel really bad. No, okay, God forbid.
If this goes up in like a week and she's dead, we're gonna have to delete this.
I will feel terrible.
Here's the thing. I would joke about it. I made a couple spoofs of her, but now it's getting to the point where it's not really funny anymore.
Do you feel like it's like the equivalent of like Britney? Like I feel like.
Oh my God! If Britney Spears had a Twitter back when she was going crazy, it would have been insane. It would have been like #666.
You think it would have been like this or worse? I feel like Britney seemed worse.
Britney was worse because Britney was she had children. And
yeah. That's
Amanda,
always bad.
Amanda just has like a wig and a random black dude that's always dancing behind her.
Speaking of wigs, we can either call this another ugh, or this could be just a combination. So she was apparently photographed in a trampoline sort of place, like going crazy. She's denying that she was ever there, quote unquote. I don't even own a brown wig, is what she said. Which is just amazing. But like literally there are clear photographs of her in some trampoline facility, which I didn't even know existed, and where she's like jumping up and down, like going insane.
I mean, listen, like good for her. Like she's getting out of the house. She's going in public. She put on a wig that, I saw the picture, and the wig looks almost half human hair.
Totally.
And that's better than I have.
By the way, you were totally traumatized by her mugshot. I thought she looked kind of hot with the shaved head. You were like toast. You were like childhood
She looked
ruin.
like, if I could show you guys, which I can't because this is an audio podcast, but she looked very similar to my ID picture in high school, minus 200 pounds.
Oh, you look great. That was great.
I don't know. Listen, Amanda, if you're listening, which you're not, because, well, you're probably dead. Please get help. And you know what pisses me off the most? This is my ugh for the day. I tweeted yesterday that Amanda needs help, and I'm really sad about it. And so many of her followers were tweeting me being like, she's our queen, shut up. Like, she's the best. Don't be mean to her. I mean, is this real?
Well, that's like the people that are like, there's all of a sudden this huge Twitter, I don't even know who it is, but like that are obsessed with the Boston bombers that like they're like the girl. There's like 19,000 people that are like in love. Like there's a Twitter that it's like, who, what? Like, what?
I mean, granted, though, like, my mom has a National Enquirer on the toilet, so every time I pee, I look at it, and, like, the Boston bomber kind of looks like Joe Jonas in his prime, you know? Like, listen, I get it. He's a terrible person. He did a terrible thing. If he even did it, it might have been the government. Just throwing that out there.
I can't. So, one of my third ups had to do with me, was that the other day I was at Chains and I stopped at the toilet, but all I did was pee. And it's like one of those terrible things in life where you like have to defend the fact that like seriously all you did was pee, and then you came out of the bathroom and were like, how big of a dump did you take?
Well, listen, because...
But I didn't. I
But
swear
when
I
you
just
go into
peed.
my bathroom, like, all bets are off. Because the last time
No.
you went to my bathroom...
No. That was not last time.
You
That was
left-
like a year and a half
Listen,
ago.
guys, she left my house, right? Just like waving goodbye, very polite, very nice.
This is the funniest
And
thing
then
ever.
as I'm waving goodbye to her,
First of all, there's no waving that's going on.
as I'm talking shit about her as she leaves, my dog walked over and dropped a bloody tampon on my shoe. And I said, oh, well, my mom has never had a period in 10 years, and neither have I, so whose is this?
Well, yours has been 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lauren threw her dirty,
No,
nasty,
the
bloody
truth
tampon.
is, like, I feel like this was a real moment because I honestly, this was like a year and a half ago. So, like, we'd been working together for a while, but, like, we certainly had, like, not gotten there yet. And you just called me, and most girls would be mortified. I thought this was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my entire life. Like, I was...
I mean, I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was disgusting and disease.
To be clear, just to clarify, it was in the garbage. The dog went to the garbage. And
You know dogs are attracted to blood.
I mean, it hadn't. I don't have 17 dogs like you do, so it hadn't.
But
My
why
dog
would
died like 10 years ago. Like I haven't.
Why would
like,
you throw your tampon in the trash?
Because tampons can black up the toilet.
Is that true?
Yes. Moving on.
How is your huge clumpy shit not blocking up my toilet, but your little tiny tampon?
I don't know.
How big is your tampon?
Not that big, but I don't know. It's like I think it's like a myth that you can like flush them. I always feel bad flushing them or something. I don't know.
Ugh.
Ugh,
All right,
anyway.
move on. God, we've already lost everybody. Nobody's listening to this shit anymore.
Oh my god. Do you want more ups? Are we done with the ups?
By the way, do kids listen to podcasts? I don't know if this is gonna
I listen
work.
to podcasts. I mean,
You're
I don't know.
not a kid, obviously.
First of all, I feel very young. I look great. I've gotten a lot of peels.
Ugh. Well, guys, if you're listening to this podcast, leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes and leave a comment telling us why you're listening to this. And where are you listening to this, like in the car?
We're also putting it on SoundCloud. We're going to be streaming it there. So we also want to know, like, where you're going to be listening to this. Is it streaming on, like, a SoundCloud or is it on iTunes?
Ugh, move on. This is boring.
Well, I mean, I want to know. This is my job. His job is just to be mean. Oh, I thought this was funny. It was kind of like, we were going to do this last week, so this is like a week old, but I thought this was really funny. Danity Kane is back without Diddy. Do you remember Danity Kane?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Nobody knows what that means.
Really?
Danity Kane, for those of you who don't know, because some of you were actually born after this happened.
Yeah.
Rebecca Black was born in 1997.
I'm
Isn't
not
that
gonna
terrifying?
I'm not going to tell you what I was doing in 1997.
I was eating mass amounts of food naked in front of the mirror crying, and Rebecca wasn't even born yet. And I'm still doing that.
That is really terrifying.
No. Oh, by the way, guys, Rebecca Black is our first guest. I
Oh
don't
my
think
God.
we talked about that.
You're like,
She's
why
coming up pretty soon. I think we're going to talk for like another 10 minutes, and then Rebecca's going to...
No, we're going to talk for like another hour. We're not going to say, yeah, she's coming.
No.
We're excited. I'm excited.
You don't give a shit.
No. I'm just,
Listen, I'm obsessed with Rebecca Black. Lauren
like a-
doesn't know anything
it's like
about
a yin and a
anybody.
yang, though. Like, it's sort of like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to, and then I'll, like, you know what I mean?
Perfect. Okay, so what were we talking about? What was your... Oh, Danity Kane. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, Danity Kane was a terrible girl group, and they were all black, and one white girl who thought she was black.
But it was, they came together through Making the Band 3. That was like a show that Diddy, or whatever his name is, had it on like MTV, and he was their producer. And they obviously have since like broken up and whatever. And now they're like making a comeback, but without Diddy.
And nobody cares. Like that's like the equivalent. Well, that's even worse. But like when the Jonas Brothers came back, I think they were expecting everybody to be like, finally, the Beatles have risen. And literally nobody cared. Except for you.
Yeah, I saw them remember when I saw them in the airport and I started like stalking them and trying to send you pictures of them? True story.
She sent me so many blurry, but why didn't you just get a picture with them?
Because I'm not you, and like, I don't do that.
Do you go up to, I can't go up to celebrities and take pictures. I get so nervous.
I have gone up, celebrities I've gone up to Jeremy Piven,
I mean,
which is random.
I mean, but that guy...
Ricky Gervais, that was a big one.
Jeremy Piven, though, like, that's a guy who... Why would you... You won't go up to the Jonas Brothers, but you'll go up to a guy who looks like a rapist.
Well, because, like, also I was at, like, some schmance, like, Hollywood party, dropping that name. That wasn't a name drop. That was just my life drop. And so it felt like it was, like, okay. Like, at an airport, Like, I'm going to go up to, like, there was, like, the bonus Jonas was there, too. Do you want me to go up to him?
Okay, people keep talking about this bonus Jonas, and I don't know what that means.
There's another brother.
Why?
So his parents had sex.
Oh, God.
They are Christian, but they are married, so that's okay.
I thought they were Mormon.
What, that's
Aren't all there's 10
Mormon
of
is
those
Christian.
brothers.
It's just a type of Christian.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You don't know. You're Jewish. You don't know anything.
First of all, Jesus is like a main deal in Mormonism.
No.
Yes.
I saw Book of Mormon.
So did I.
Jesus was not in that.
Yes, he was. But the whole thing is like he ended up.
Mormon was written by a scientist.
Oh God.
Or was that Scientology?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Stop. You're sounding.
Nobody cared. Listen, here's the deal, guys. For this podcast, let's
Let's talk about you.
Let's not talk about me.
Let's talk about you. I think you need to tell the viewers something they wouldn't hear on your videos or your vlogs, something different.
Well, before I do that, I just want to, what's the word? Let our guards down? I don't know the word for it, but I just want you guys to know that I'm going to say anything and everything. So is Lauren, and probably not Rebecca Black because she's smarter than us. And I don't want you guys to be offended or anything. Let's just all have fun, you know?
I mean, who are you?
I'm Oprah Winfrey, and you're Gail.
What just happened?
That was me basically saying I might say the N-word, and please don't give me a 1 star on iTunes.
Can you just like talk about like? Can we just be honest here? What we're really talking about?
Okay,
here?
one thing about me that they don't know.
You're wearing shorts right now.
I'm
which
definitely
is,
wearing shorts right now.
First of all, speaking of, I think we were. I think it was like a year before I saw your legs, which was exciting.
It was longer than a year before Lisa saw my legs. She still gets excited when she sees like my upper arm. She's like, "Oh my God, you have one?" Which, by the way, I shaved my upper arm a little bit today because I knew
Ew.
Rebecca was coming and I didn't want to scare her with my old man hairy arms. She's 15. What the hell am I going to ask a 15-year-old?
I don't know, but nothing you would normally ask anybody.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm here.
I went through the list. I was like, okay, let me watch a couple old like Shanae interviews, and all the questions are like, how much dick do you suck? How wet do you get when your dad touches you? Like things I can't ask Rebecca.
Oh my
that.
God, you're one of those people that like hides behind your character.
I do hide behind my character.
I'm like, this is
You know what? Since this is called Shane and Friends, I think. Are we going to go with that title? You're not really a friend.
No.
Shane and her.
Yeah. No.
Since this is Shane and Friends, how about, Lauren, you ask Shanae any question you want. And she'll tell you about her.
Oh.
Shanae, are you in here? I'm smoking weed in the bathroom. Give me a second. Okay, Shanae. All right. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, talk about periods, right?
Girls, don't even... I tried to flush a baby down the toilet. Girls, don't even get started.
Do you hear about that baby in China that they just found in a toilet?
Ooh, I don't care. Move on. What's the question?
So more about you. So how...
Girl, first of all, it smells like they dropped off babies in the Chinese restaurants I've been going to. I'm just saying. Like, if your restaurant has food that could literally make you give birth in the bathroom... to a chow mein baby, you should put a sign on the door that says,
Yum.
warning,
Yum.
warning, this food is good as hell.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to start talking black.
Oh,
Ooh,
great.
that was racist.
We let our guards down.
Sure.
I mean, we let our guards down.
Yeah.
This is going to get very confusing.
Okay, so shut up. I'm asking Shanae a question. So exactly, like, have you ever, like, brushed through your weave?
You know what? I consider my weave similar to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I call it like Sisterhood of the Traveling Hannah Montana wig from 2006. I got it at Target on sale. And then, you know what? I got a little orange piece, an add-on clip-in piece from 99-cent store, and I put that in there too. And, you know, I just kind of rested on top of... I actually have a shaved head underneath. I'm a cancer survivor. And, you know, sometimes I feel like...
You could have gone Amanda Bynes with that movie in cancer.
No, I didn't. So, you know, I wear that almost as like a...
symbol?
A symbol of like my courage and strength.
Sure.
That's why if you notice on my bandana, there's some blood. That's definitely somebody else's blood. But it's a symbol of like, I've been through pain and hurt and suffering.
Speaking of blood, let's talk to Paris. I have a question about her.
Just a second. Let me see where she's. Paris, where you at?
I'm in the bathroom. I'm doing coke. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely doing coke.
Okay, Paris, come on in. Take this seat. Oh, but girl, you might want to... Do you have a Lysol wipe up in here? You might want to wipe up
Paris,
after
can we
me.
talk about that last summer you made a cameo in the Vacation music video?
I definitely did.
And then can we talk about how the blood that came out of your nose in that shot was real blood?
Yeah. Well, the director came up to me and he said, "Hey, Paris, he said, I watched all your last movies. And I said, you nasty freak. And then he said, I know. And then he said, can you do something similar that you did in your last movie? And I said, House of Wax? And he said, no, Inside Paris's Vagina #5. And I said, oh, I love that one. I did the commentary on that. And so he was referring to the part where I stuck a penis so far up my nose it hit my brain and caused me to bleed out of my face.
It was really disgusting.
So I did it. So Lauren came over and she shoved her penis inside my nose. Is that a penis, Lauren? Extended clitoris.
It's very narrow, so we don't really know what to call it.
I think it's a finger. There was definitely a nail on it. And it
That was my twin, who's like half birthed.
definitely scratched the inside of my nose and blood came out and the director said, we got it, wrap it up, people. This is a hit.
Oh God.
By the way, sorry, this is Ned here.
Sure.
I just want to say, I am very much into women who look like they have daddy issues and who have very low self-esteem. And I just want to say, you look like both of those things. And I am so thrilled to be sitting here with you.
I wonder what that even like manifests. Like, what does it look like?
It looks like you. What do you
Okay,
mean?
just me.
Like you, like
just me.
you're wearing a scarf to cover your breasts. You have on jeans, but they're folded up, but you're not committing to shorts.
No, God, no.
Definitely not.
I'm not Shane, right?
No. And you're wearing a man's shirt because you think it's cute, but in reality, it's just hiding the curves that you haven't gotten rid of yet with your juicing.
It's.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a poop in the bathroom. Goodbye.
Oh God.
Wow, guys, that was fun.
That was really fun.
Shane and Friends, right?
Can we really talk about honestly? I think that did they know that you were really bleeding?
No. Okay, so yeah, in the vacation song video, guys, the Paris part, there was blood coming out of Paris's nose. What that was I shoved like a straw in my nose to look like I was snorting coke, and it scratched the inside really close to my brain, which explains a lot. And literally real blood started rushing out.
Well, it was crazy because we had to do those shots super, super quickly. And so it was literally Shane like changing clothes in 2 seconds. And all of a sudden I look over during the shot. I seriously thought it was fake blood because it was like big and thick and like nasty. And it was real blood.
And it looked just like her blood.
It did.
So she knew exactly what that looked like.
Exactly. But it was like, I was like, and you were like, it's real blood. It's not funny. You could have died, but it was
It's
kind
definitely
of
not funny. But you know what is funny? That was a segue for a segment that doesn't exist yet. You know what is funny, guys? The question of the... No, we already do that on something else.
Did you forget?
What should our final segment before the interview be? How about what color underwear are we wearing right now? We'll start with you.
Well, it's interesting, not to bring it up, my wedding up, but I had a lot of issues because you have to wear new, I didn't want so many pair of underwear I had to go through before I could find a pair that you wouldn't see through. And I finally bought this pair of underwear. It's called Commando.
Oh, I'm throwing up.
And that's not
Me
it.
too.
You know what's crazy is I'm also Commando. And
No, I'm not Commando. That's the name of the
I
underwear. That is
am-
not. I am not. Ew, Andrew wearing shorts.
I'm not wearing underwear.
His
I'm definitely
legs are
wearing-
splayed open.
I'm definitely ready for Rebecca, and she is coming up right now. So, okay, we don't have a song. You know what? Okay, wait. How should we intro Rebecca? I can't play Friday because
No,
it's
no.
owned by her.
I don't think we're like allowed to.
Well, then let's just sing it and clap. Okay, ready? And here comes Rebecca. It's Friday, Friday, Friday. Getting ready for Rebecca. I'm not wearing underwear under my shorts, yeah.
I like Thursdays too.
All right, and here we are, and here she is, everybody.
Hello.
It's Miss Rebecca Black.
Yes.
That's your Twitter name, right? Ms. Rebecca Black.
Ms.
Now, why is
Ms.
it Ms?
It was actually like a poser account. I think it was actually like a hater account. And then I was at E, and I didn't have a Twitter, and there were like a ton of posers, and so they were like, we'll pick one and we'll close it, and
What?
you can have it.
What?
Like Twitter did that for you?
E did it. I don't know. Is that like the same thing? Is E
is
and
like-
Twitter the same thing?
I don't.
Well,
I don't know what happened.
No, they are not.
Ryan Seacrest says magical things.
It's so true.
He sure does.
Okay, wait. So Ms. Rebecca Black.
Yeah.
So did you like delete all the mean tweets?
No, well, I mean, basically, it just kind of like shut the account down, and then restarted it and acted
Wait.
like it
Okay.
was
Wait.
everyone
So did they
account.
have like 1 million followers, and then when you switched over, you had 1 million hater followers?
No. It,
Oh yeah,
I don't
no,
even
that's a
think-
good question.
I don't even think that one had any like followers on it. There was one that had like 40,000 followers on it, which ended up, I think the person who owned it just kind of like switched. and
Oh.
made it his own account. But
Wait, you were a teenager and you didn't have a Twitter account? How's that work?
I had a Twitter before this, and it was a Belieber account.
Oh my God.
I'm not
Oh
even
no.
kidding.
Okay, wait. This is opening up a whole can. Okay, wait. So you are a believer?
See,
Can you define Belieber?
Yeah.
Belieber. See, I don't even know like what it is anymore because
What
I
was it
used
when
to
you
be,
were one?
I was a Belieber when he was like 16, and there was still like the purple hoodies and the Supras, and
Okay, wait. So are you
there was
saying
no boyfriend. There was no.
Are you
there
saying
was
you
no
miss
long-
the old Justin?
I miss the old Justin.
Who doesn't?
I miss baby Justin. That was I had like okay.
What is
Hey,
he
wait a
now?
minute.
He's like 45 and like
Well, I mean, I don't know. I still really I still think he's talented, and I still listen to his music. But I'm not like I don't have a shrine.
but old school Biebs.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm listening to one of my fans right now.
Like, I just miss Shane, like, before, like, back when he was, like, a kid. And
I know.
now he's
What
a
is
man.
It's so true. And like, what does that even mean? You still have the haircut. What more do
Yeah,
you
I was gonna say
want?
the hair's still the same.
Hair's still the same. My arms are a little hairier. And I have, like, no pride anymore.
That'll happen to you soon. Your arms.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Your arms are going to get so hairy.
God, I'm so excited.
Super hairy.
Okay, so do your fans... we're going to talk about Friday and all that crap
Okay.
pretty soon, but let's go back to the beginning. So you were born in 1997.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do people tell you like, oh my God, that's I can't even. That's like you're like I'm sorry. I know people listening right now are 12 years old, so they're like, Shane, why are you acting like this? This is insane. 1997. That was when Titanic came out.
Yeah. That was when.
I'm like 52. I mean, this is really insane.
Is that the year that Princess Diana died? I think so.
Yes.
I-
August.
Yeah.
I know exactly where I was.
Really?
Oh my
Maybe
God.
she's in your body.
I totally.
Oh my God.
That'd actually be kind of. I don't know if that'd be weird or that'd be like awesome.
Listen.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, wait. So you were born. So you're 15 years old.
Yeah.
Almost 16.
When's your
Almost.
birthday?
June 21st.
Oh.
Less than a month.
Now, where do I start? I have so many questions for you, and they're all in my brain, and I'm trying to.
Were
think
you
of them.
always into performing? Was that?
Yeah.
No. That's not what I'm interested in.
I'm
What I'm
interested.
interested in
No, the girls
Yes.
want to know.
Well, yes.
is
Okay.
being 15. Now, when I was 15, if I liked a girl, well, I usually didn't because I knew that I needed to keep my, what's the word, standards low, because of how disgusting fat I was. But, you know, it was like writing them a note and saying like,
Yeah.
oh, circle yes or no if you like me. And they always would put no with a million scratches on it. And then I would cry. So what is it like being 15 and dating? Is it like somebody stalks your profile on Facebook and then sends you a
No.
wink?
No. I mean, oh my God.
Are there notes? Do people pass notes?
Do people pass notes? No.
Do they pass texts?
Do they pass
STDs?
texts?
What do
No.
they pass?
Not STDs, not anything like that. I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, I met my last boyfriend over Twitter.
Oh.
I know.
Now, that's like, when I was 15, that'd be like meeting a girlfriend over, oh, God.
What,
You
like
didn't. Well, you didn't.
carrier
AIM?
pigeon?
Well, you didn't.
A
meet
carrier
girlfriend.
pigeon? I was thinking, like, AIM, but okay.
AIM. No, AIM was, I was too old for AIM.
I called AIM AIM anyway.
I did too, but then everyone started calling it AIM, so I go with AIM. Peer pressure.
Okay, so dating is different. Now,
But you're texting like constantly. Everybody in school is texting all the time. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, see, I don't like texting that much.
It's horrible, but yeah.
I like calling better. I'm like the only teenage girl that's like, I'd rather call you on the phone than
oh, your friends
people
hate
think-
that.
Like,
Oh, they do.
Oh my God, if I was your friend and you were constantly calling me, because like when I have a friend call me, I'm like, oh God, how many rings do I let it go before I press decline? Like I don't want them to know I'm declining.
Great.
And then like but I will turn their text like right away. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, sorry, girl, I was in the bathroom. That's a total lie.
so you're not like on the phone with your girlfriends like late night. Like we used to be like on the phone gabbing all night.
I'll be like on like iChat or on Skype or something like that. Like my best friend and I, we Skype all the time, and we'll just be
Like,
on.
why do you need to look at each other?
You're not looking at each
Sometimes we're
other.
not even looking at each other.
You're looking at yourself.
No.
Yes, you are.
A lot of the times, like, we'll literally, cause she lives like 30 minutes away than I do. She's actually moving to LA soon, so it'll be even farther. But we'll just be like hanging out, and it's like hanging out, but we don't have to actually like go to each other's houses.
It's a lazy way of hanging out.
Yeah,
It's what-
basically.
It's how I want to start hanging out with Lauren.
Totes.
Well,
Never answers my calls.
No. Back to iChat. Now, one of the first times, not the first time, but one of the first maybe 5 times that I had communication with you is in a tiny chat. Do you remember
Oh my
this?
gosh, yes.
That was really you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I was like, this could be like a 50-year-old man, like naked, and he's
Don't they have
pretending to be
photos?
Rebecca.
I mean, you get to see the
Oh
screen.
my god, I forgot about. But you could like fake the screen.
Yeah.
Like people will go in as like One Direction and be like,
Sure.
they'll act like they're them, but they're not.
That's
no, they're
so
not
funny.
them. But you were you?
Yeah, I
was
forgot
like-
about that.
It was like, okay, first of all, it was like 2 a.m, Rebecca. What were you
Yeah.
doing?
She was Skyping
All
with
the
her.
lights
She was
were
not
on.
hanging out with her friend over Skype.
I think I was actually on like iChat with a ton of people. And I was just on Twitter and someone sent me the link. And I was just like, I'll click it.
You entered the chat room, but the thing that confused me about it, because I don't understand Tiny Chat at all, was you were there and I was trying to talk to you, but you were not mentally, but you were like Amanda Bynes. You were not mentally present. You were not looking into the
2
camera.
a.m. She was like chatting with 75
No,
people.
I like couldn't hear anything.
Oh.
I couldn't hear anything.
That's Amanda Bynes' excuse. She's like, I can't hear anything.
like nothing.
It's really weird.
It's so weird.
Okay, so that was, but let's talk about our first encounter,
God.
which Lauren doesn't know about.
I don't. I'm very
I
excited.
can't believe you don't.
I'm like the audience here. I'm like hearing it for the first time.
Very
It's
exciting.
wonderful.
Okay, so I was at the City Walk, and I heard that you and Drake Bell were going to be there. And I mean, my panties, let's not get graphic, but they changed.
I mean, Drake Bell.
I mean, Drake Beasy and Rebecca Beasy. Beasy's everywhere. So, of course, me, my mom, my black friend Shauna, and a couple other people went like right away after we saw it on Twitter. And we got there and we didn't see Drake Bell, but we saw.
Were you guys supposed to be performing there?
I was hosting. There was like a show going on at City Walk, and I was hosting it, like co-hosting it, and yeah,
And Drake was going to perform.
yeah, he was one of the performance. It was like
Sure.
random people, but it was cool.
Oh wow, that was a dig at Drake Bell. No,
No, I love.
you're like it was like random
Oh my
people.
god,
It was like
here we go,
Drake
here we go.
Bell and like
Rebecca Black hates Drake
no.
Bell. No,
Oh,
I
let's-
don't.
Let's make that a hashtag. No, but he's not a believer.
I know he's, but see, like, I don't say that I don't call myself a believer, but I don't have like a shrine. I just listen to his music. I'm just like,
Well,
it's
I'm
cool.
a
It's like, why do you-
Belelber.
Why do you have to have like a label? You know what I mean? Can't you just
Belelber.
listen to
Exactly.
music?
I'm just a fan.
So you go to the City Walk.
Okay, so we go to the city. Get me back on track. By the way, do your fans have names like black kids?
That's your fans, Shane.
That is definitely my fans.
Do yours? Do yours even have one? I don't
No.
think. I don't know if mine have.
I don't
I
know.
feel like I've heard like several different things, but I've heard like blackinators.
Ooh, that's
I'm like trying to
I've heard
visualize that.
those are in the South.
I've heard Beckaholics, but I mean I don't know. Like I don't have like an official name for them.
Well, let's make you one right now.
right now.
Let's say Rebecca. Okay, let's see.
I mean, I'm dying for the rest of the City
Okay,
Walk
I'm
story.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'll keep
Like, I'm
thinking,
like,
I'll keep thinking. So we get to the City Walk, and we see a crowd of people, and they're all screaming and freaking out. So I'm like, oh my God, who is it? Who is it? We run up. And I can't get in. There's too many people. And my mom runs away from me. I don't even know where she goes. Like, she's like a dog off a leash. And then she runs back to me screaming, I found her! And she grabs my arm and rips me over through this group of crazy fucking kids. And I see Rebecca, and my mom's like, Shane, it's Rebecca! I got Rebecca for you! Like a caveman holding meat. And she's just grabbing Rebecca, like, by the arm, just like, "Rah."
weren't you on like a stage? Like,
No, this was like it was off to the side. There was like a gated area where it was like backstage. Backstage. and
Teresa
then-
got
yeah.
it.
Oh, my mom got in, girl. She has a backstage
I
pass.
just remember her running up and being like, "My son Shane really wants to meet you."
Oh.
And you were like, okay, crazy.
I was like,
security.
no, well, I knew who she was.
Oh, you
Really?
did?
Yes.
Oh my God, I gotta tell her that. She's gonna freak
Really?
Wait,
out.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, because it's not like I'm like, who's Shane Dawson? I have no idea.
I
who
was.
that
I
is."
had no idea. Still
Very true.
don't.
Okay, so we run up. So of course I run up and I'm freaking out, and I grab my camera and I'm like vlogging the whole thing, and I met her for the first time and I give her a hug, and then they let me come backstage,
And I came backstage and took pictures.
and then they kicked me out. But the best part is, here's the best part, because the people running the thing I don't think they really understood YouTube or anything. So they kicked me out, but all those fans know who I am too, because
Yeah,
we're both on
exactly.
the internet. So then I get swallowed up by all these kids, and my mom is just like laughing. She's like taking pictures.
Where
Like,
was
this is so
Shauna
cute.
and all this?
Shauna was like, girl, I'm getting the fuck out of here. She was like over at, Panda Express. So then we got kicked out of the City Walk because we were causing too many kids to
It happened.
hurt each
Oh,
other.
is that really what
Yeah.
happened? Oh, that's.
So it was a very short-lived moment that we shared.
Yeah.
Moment, a moment. Okay, so let's get into everything related to your explosion. Now, I mean that in not a creepy way, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, I found out about you. I was in a bouncy house, don't ask, with all my friends, and then one of my friends ran in and said, "Oh my God, you have to see this video." And I said, "Oh God, another cat, another black lady falling off a table? No." And they're like, "You have to." So we ran inside, we watched it, and I was obsessed with it from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because it was really catchy, and it was really funny, maybe unintentionally. And the black guy out of nowhere. I mean, it had everything I wanted, Rebecca. And it only had like 50,000 views or something at the time. It wasn't
Really?
Like,
So
no.
you saw it like early on.
I saw it early. So then I looked for you.
Where's it at now?
Where's it at now? I mean, well, because we had to take it down off the original channel.
I remember that.
And when we took it down, it had like 172 million. And now it has...
172 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now it has... Oh my God, I don't even know how many it has. It has... I
Girl,
think
this
like,
is your thing. You need to know.
I think it's like 50 or 60 something.
Million.
I think that's right.
Oh my God.
That's legit.
So you're, like a Gingham, white Gingham. Well, what are you? White, Persian?
I'm
What are you?
half Mexican.
No.
Yeah.
Which half?
Rebecca Negro?
Actually, that was like a nickname in school because I was like Spanish teacher for the day, and so there was this one kid that called me like Rebecca.
I got it for your fans. Rebecca's Little Negros. No, that's your fans.
That is
I love
Bad.
Hashtag Rebecca's Little Negros.
No.
It doesn't mean anything wrong. Leave me alone. Okay.
God.
So Friday came out. So explain. Everybody probably already knows the story, but I don't. So explain. Number one, how did this get out? Because this wasn't meant for everybody. This was just kind of like a family, like, let's make a video.
Yeah. So I made the video, and what I was told is that it was gonna be like sent to like companies and to like check it out. Here's a sample of Rebecca Black, and I didn't really even care about that. I was just kind of like, oh well, it'll be cool to like have on my resume. I was more into like musical theater at the time, and I was like, well, it'll be cool when I'm like looking at jobs in the future at college and be like, I did a music video once. And so I filmed it, and I didn't even really know it'd go up on YouTube. I just kind of thought we'd get like sent the video, and then one day they like posted on their website, they were like, check out Rebecca Black's new video Friday, and there it was.
Who's
found it?
they? Who's they?
The company that like produced it.
Arc Music.
Yeah. So they put it. Yeah, Arc Music put it up on their YouTube. They had a YouTube as well. And yeah.
But how did I see it? Like, how did people start spreading
I
it?
don't know. I basically came home from school one day, and like when I had left for school, it had like 3,000. And then when I came back, it had like 14,000. And I think it was posted on, I don't know if this was the first place, but it was posted on Tosh Bueno's blog that first day. That was where I first saw it, like anywhere. And I think it just kind of like grew from there.
Now, take us to like that day, like that day where you
was a
came
Friday.
home. It was a perfect. God knew. So it was a Friday. Like, I can't even imagine. I've never had a viral video. I've never had like something happen like that. Like what? I've had time to process like YouTube and all these things. Like, what was your process? Were you just?
I really didn't have like any time to do anything like that because all of a sudden I literally came home from school and was just like, what is going on? I just kind of, I think there was like, I didn't really know what to do at first because I had people that were like, hey, you can take it down if you want, and it'll act like nothing ever happened. But I'm not really that kind of person where I'm like, oh my God, hide from the shame, or people don't like me, so there. I've dealt with people in the past that haven't liked me.
Yeah.
And I'm still here, so I was just kind of like, keep it up. I don't care. Like, it's fine. I mean, at first it was kind of shocking because I was 13, and it's just shock. And so I cried a little bit because I was confused and hurt, but then I was just kind of like, no, it's fine.
Now, what about it? Now, okay, so when I saw the video, it wasn't even your singing that I was laughing at. I wasn't like, oh, she's a bad singer or anything. I was laughing at the concept, which you had nothing to do with.
No.
Like, I personally think that and listen, I don't know if you're allowed to comment on this, but I feel like they knew the concept was hilarious. And they were like, let's make hilarious concepts and, like, try to make one go viral, because viral videos are like the new sex tape. Like 10 years ago, it sounds crazy, but 10 years ago, Paris Hilton, all these people made sex tapes
No,
to
it's
get
true.
famous, and now everybody wants a viral video,
Yeah.
and it works, and it worked for you, and it worked for
You
our
can
music.
make your sex tape viral, whatever works.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I think I'll pass on that, but
Yeah, 15, Lauren, 15.
Sorry.
By the way, you're the one that the first dirty joke comes out of your mouth.
come on.
That wasn't even a dirty. She knows I'm. No, moving
Anyways.
on. Moving on. That was.
So yeah, I was laughing at the concept. Now, how shocked were you? Like, so much hate came out of that, and I still don't quite know why. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, I watched the video last night just to refresh my memory, and it still holds up. It's still hilarious.
Yeah.
Did that hurt your feelings? Like, feeling that they were making fun of your singing and not the concept?
I mean, I just didn't really get. I understand like when people don't like something, because I have so many songs I don't like, just like everyone else. But I'm not the kind of. I never understood why people went like so far with it. Like, I don't understand why give a girl like a death threat, a 13-year-old.
It's because it became so popular. That's why.
And I'm just like, I didn't get that. That was what kind
You're
of
so
hurt.
young too. Like,
Exactly.
You probably didn't even. You were like, "Is this funny? I don't understand." You know.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
probably-
when I honestly, I didn't even think twice about like the lyrics to the song. Like, looking back now, I mean, it's no masterpiece, I guess, but I mean, I didn't think I was a 13-year-old. I was like, oh wow, my own song, cool.
Yeah.
Totally.
And so I didn't think of anything of it, or even the video. I was just like, hey, it's cool. It's my own video. I can call it mine.
But you had to think about the fact that there's a random black guy in a Mercedes. Like, did that, like, when you were filming that, well, they filmed that probably without you. Legally, they had to.
Well, actually, I didn't even. When they were filming that, they filmed that his part in my dad's car. Yeah,
baller.
In my garage. The thing was so like homemade, just around my house, and
Sounds like Shane's videos.
Yeah, very much.
any YouTube video.
Random black guys in my garage at any time.
Yep.
And so I didn't even like know where they put their part in, because originally there wasn't even a rap.
Oh.
Yeah, there was, and I think the version on iTunes that they put up doesn't even have a rap in it. It's like what it originally was, and then he kind of, I think he mentioned to me like the day before, like, oh, here's the final version, and it had the rap. I was like, oh, cool. Like, again, I was just...
And you know what it probably was? These people, they were probably like, oh my god, this is going to go viral. Let's throw in the guy that owns the company
Yeah.
or
But
whatever.
I mean, like, I don't think anybody knows when anything is going to go viral.
Listen, I've seen
I don't.
videos before that had little views, and I'm like, this is going to go viral. Auto-tune the news. I've seen a lot of videos.
But you've seen a lot where you
whatever.
think that they're going to go viral, and they
they
don't.
don't.
We've had discussions.
Yeah, but Arc Music, they figured that one out. Are they still around? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard like different things come up and stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to it.
The funniest part is
I'm
now
not with them,
they're
so.
trying to like make another you, and first of all, there's never going to be another you.
I mean, right?
Thanks.
No, but now, I mean, I saw a girl like holding a chicken wing on. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Now this is just getting to a point. Like, Friday was amazing because it looked unintentionally funny, whereas you
Well,
have
for
a little.
me, it was so unintentional.
Well, for
That's-
you, definitely.
I mean, that's the genius
For your
of
parents
it.
who paid for it, they're like, this is definitely unintentionally funny. Now, okay, so the video came out. It's huge. Everybody wants you. You're on
Yeah.
Katy Perry. You're
Yeah.
you're doing things with Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber. Did you ever meet him?
He tweeted about the song, but he threw shade at the song. Yeah.
What'd he say?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, Lauren. First of
He
all,
like
you're gonna get a
throwing
black
shade.
lesson.
I don't know what that means.
Throwing shade is like dissing.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
Even
that-
though people don't say
Like,
diss.
like
really.
okay, you're in the sun
they
right
don't
now.
say dissing anymore?
I don't think so.
No.
It's
Oh.
throw shade.
Like you're in the sun.
Get with the times.
You're getting
I'm
the sun
trying.
on your face.
I mean,
which-
I
not
understand
too
what
much.
You're not
shade-
throwing
I know what shade is.
Like, have you heard of when someone is shady?
Yes!
Like, yes. It's sort of
I'm super
on that
shady.
kind of. Oh, that's not a good.
JK.
Okay, wait. So he threw some shade.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Oh my god, I don't even remember what he said, but I still freaked out because I was in my like hardcore believer.
Sure.
I mean,
Who performed? Somebody performed it, right? Was it the Jonas Brothers?
Nick Jonas did perform it. Yeah.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, I think, what did Bieber say? He said something like, Sunday comes after Saturday? Weird. That was it.
So that would be
was just-
shade. That wouldn't be
yeah.
like a hardcore
It's not
shade. That
it's
was
not like it's
throwing
not like you
some
suck.
shade.
I don't like you.
No, it's some shade. When do we get to talk about the covers of the song? Like, I'm just curious, like,
God.
of which did you see and which one did you like?
I've seen so many.
I know what my favorite one was.
Which one?
Stephen Colbert on Jimmy
Oh
Fallon.
my god, that was pretty good.
That was amazing.
That was so funny.
That was so. I mean,
Did you ever get uncomfortable though? Because you were 13 at the time, and I went on YouTube and I saw people. I even thought about parroting it.
I'm surprised you didn't, to be
But
honest.
to me, it was so good. It was almost like I didn't want to touch a classic.
Yeah.
Like, how do you touch that? You can't make that funny. It already is funny, and it's already amazing. My only thing was I was like, oh, maybe if I get her in it, kind of
Yeah.
like killing me at the end, like
Yeah.
that could be awesome. But I wasn't allowed around 13-year-olds at the time,
No.
legally. But did you ever get creeped out? Because I went on YouTube and I saw people parroting you, and they were like 40-year-old men putting on
There was
wigs.
one that I was just kind of like, I didn't find it funny. There were some that I just found to be like kind of unoriginal. I was like, you could have done something better with it. But to be honest, like,
I love it.
And
You're
I
like,
said
really?
this, I think, like on Jay Leno. I was like, there are just some that are just not funny. They're kind of lame. But I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one that actually I was like, get away. Like, I don't want you near
I saw
me.
a couple, and it was really creepy.
I
And
don't-
it's like,
there was one that actually has like a lot of views, but I don't remember.
is it the one with the thumbnail is like a crazy?
He has like a huge mole on his face, and they're like, and the rapper is like a super pedophilic in like a van. That just made me uncomfortable. But I mean,
Do you feel like this is something that happened to you like a really long time ago, or you feel like it was like yesterday?
both, which is
Yeah.
weird to say, but I feel like wow, I can't believe it's been 2 years already. But at the same time, I'm like,
Because I feel like
I totally feel
the
it.
age of 13 to 15, there's a huge growth. Like you're very different than 15 than you were at 13.
I'm so different from like who I was at 13.
Yeah.
There's so many things I look back on. I'm like, why did I do that? But I'm sure in 2 years I'm gonna be looking back and being like, why did I do
Now,
this at 15?
speaking of things changing, so I have experience with this as well because when I did my first original song, I'm a musician, by the way.
Oh my
so
god.
true.
I did my first song, and I look back at that and I'm like, yikes! Like I've gotten a lot better since then. I'm taking lessons and
Yeah.
I've just been working on it. Do you look back at each song and look at how? Because now you're getting to a point where Perez Hilton talked about it. Like you're good.
Thank you.
And I don't think you were that bad before. I think they hyped that up. I think you were like,
I mean,
fine.
you literally, and looking, I didn't even notice this until like a year into it, and I was like, wow, that song really doesn't even sound like me at
Yeah.
all. I was like, that, I hope I wasn't sounding like that when I was 13, but I look back on like, there are things that I've done that I haven't been prepared for. Like there was one where I did like a super impromptu, it was for like GMA, and they asked me to like sing it.
I remember that. Was that where they came to your house?
Yeah. And
they
I
were, like-
literally didn't even know they were coming until I got picked up from school.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
It was kind of like a maybe they're coming, but I was supposed to go out there to New York.
Oh, gosh.
And then I got picked up and they're like, "Oh, so GMA's on their way to your house right now." So
Oh my god, did you want to be like, no? Like tell him I'm not home?
I mean, I was still like super in a like high of being so excited about everything because that was when things were really starting to like pick up and stuff like that. But I at that there were so many things that I just said yes to just because I didn't know that I could say no. Like there are things that I look back on and were like, wow, I should have given myself more time. Or I mean, there was that one time where I asked Justin Bieber to do a duet on Good Morning America. So
What do you mean? You like looked into the camera?
babe, literally, oh my god, one of the things I look back on, like, Rebecca, why did you agree to this? And they were talking about like, so are you a Justin Bieber fan? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm like, I really like him. And they asked, they were like, you should look into the camera and do something like that.
So why did they do that to you?
I don't know. I mean, that's
Listen, if I was on
people do.
GMA and they were like, look into the camera and ask Paris Hilton.
I just feel so uncomfortable when they do that on any show. When it's like, look into the camera and tell your wife you love them. I'm like, ugh.
Were you ever on Dr. Phil?
no, I was not. But I watched Dr. Phil.
Why would
do.
she be on
I
Dr.
do.
Phil? It's
I don't know. I feel like
She's not like
does
a
everything.
Lohan. He like has them on. You know what I mean?
She's not a teen mom.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, I'm not a teen. I saw that, by the way, that Farrah Abraham.
You saw the sex tape?
No.
I was like, you're 15.
No, your video you did with her, a
interview?
shenanigans video.
Oh.
So do you watch Teen Mom?
I do not
But you
because
knew
I
who she
can't
was.
I can't get myself to watch it. But that was hysterical.
I
Oh,
can't watch it
you
either,
had-
but she is. I don't want to throw too much shade because I want her on the podcast.
Yep.
But she is one of the most interesting people I've ever
Yeah.
met. She definitely told Lauren to fuck off.
She definitely did. She definitely did.
Well,
It definitely
did.
didn't go as well as
Happens.
this interview is going. She definitely walked off.
Yep.
No, but
No,
yeah,
she didn't
so
walk off.
like halfway.
she like tiptoed off. So okay, so Friday happened, all that
Yeah.
happened, and then were you sitting there and just like, okay, what now? Like, do I become a Disney star? Do I?
I mean, honestly, honestly, to this day, I don't even think there is a time where I've been like, what do I do now with my, like, with what I have? And there was just, again, like, no time. And I remember, I didn't even have a manager for a while, and then I got management, and that was, like, the next thing is, like, you have to put out something, because I can't just, I was like, well, I've always wanted this. I didn't mean for it to happen this way, but I guess why not?
Yeah.
And so we honestly just started looking at songs, and that was like it, and it just kept going. It was very much like multitasking and doing things at once.
Now, what are your feelings on all your songs so far? Let's go one by one.
Okay.
Because I know them all. They're all on my iPod.
Oh my god.
If you don't know this, you probably don't, because that would be weird if you did. But me and my brother every weekend would hang out. We're close, and we would bust whatever your newest song was in his car, loud as hell, and drive down like the Target parking lot, and people knew the songs.
Yeah. If
People
you knew
would
his
love
brother,
it.
That's
his brother's like a big beefy,
burly guy.
like
Yeah.
burly dude.
That's so funny.
Yeah, this moment coming out of him is a moment you want to erase from your brain.
Oh no.
Okay, so let's go to. I'm sorry, I just ruined the title. Is it your moment? This moment?
My moment.
My,
My moment.
my moment, girl. So tell me about that. So what are your feelings looking back? Because that was a
Looking
couple years
back.
ago.
I tweeted about that today, being like, I can't believe we filmed this over 2 years ago. And I mean, that one, I'm still proud of that song. Like, I really like it, and we spent a lot of time on it, making sure that it was like the right one, because I had so many songs being like thrown at me, and I was just like, I love this. But fun fact is it originally, when we first heard it, and I was like, I love this song, then we were listening to it more, and it sounded a lot like Friday.
Oh, really?
Like the melody. And so we like changed the song all up, like the whole melody. Lyrics are the same. And then we recorded it. And I was just anxious to put something out, because it sucked that the only thing people knew was Friday. Which it's like, I'm proud of where it got me, but at the same time, it's not the most showcasing song of my voice.
But were
you know?
you tempted? Like, listen, if I had a viral video that went viral because people thought it was funny, I would be tempted to try to replicate that and be like, let's do Saturday. Were you tempted to make it funny?
I was not. I mean, as far as, like, I never thought about, like, making a Saturday or anything like that, because...
Well, her thing wasn't being a comedian per se.
At
She
the
was
time,
like
I
musical
was just,
theater.
I was like, oh yeah. Again, I was still like 13, and I was I even 13. I feel like I was like 12. No, I was 13. I was 13, and I just kind of went with it, and I really liked the song, and then we filmed a video, and it was actually like properly done. It wasn't just at my house and stuff like that.
We don't know what that's like.
No.
We don't know what a proper video is like.
No.
It's very exciting. But I just felt like everything was a lot more organized, and I just wanted to put it out. The amount of like emails and phone calls I have towards everyone being like, when is this coming out? I want it out now, please, please, please. Everyone's saying, wait, it'll come. It'll be fine. And so that one, I still love that song.
And then you followed it up with my personal favorite, Person of Interest.
Person of Interest.
Which, by the way, I fangirled because the music video is shot at the same place Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend
Yes,
music video
it
was
is.
shot.
It is.
Really?
And from the first second of the video, I literally was like, oh my God, she met Avril. I know you didn't, but you smelt her. She was there.
I mean, that was kind of like, didn't she
Where
film
was
that
it
in, like,
filmed?
It's what's that place called? Something
Like
in
Castle Park or in
No, it's like it's something, and it's like golf and stuff. That's what it is. And we were looking at a ton of different places, and then we saw that, and I totally was like, that is where Avril Lavigne shot Girlfriend. We have to do it there.
Which, by the way,
so
you were
funny.
like 5 when Avril Lavigne Girlfriend came out, right?
I don't think she was born.
I mean, I was born. I was like a newborn, but
She's like a newborn baby.
yeah.
So now looking toward the future with Miss Rebecca Black. Have you ever been in a movie?
I did like a small English version of like a Chinese animated film.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played it. Her name was Penny. She was a cat. It was one of those where like the monkey gives birth to like a
What?
bunny, and you don't know like that. Those kind of where all the parents are different.
I
So,
don't know that kind of thing.
Like,
Like
okay, you know, like
we're trying to like
SpongeBob.
we're
or-
trying to like metaphor here with like monkeys and like black people marrying like Asians. That's what's going on.
Never mind. Let's
trying to,
just
like,
forget
metaphor.
that happened. Let's please just
Wait,
move
I have
on.
a question. Like, what? So, you're in school full time? You're not like homeschooled or whatever.
I've been homeschooled actually these past 2 years.
Oh, okay.
And this next year I'm going back into regular school.
So, yeah, what do like your friends feel about this? Like, do they love you? They hate you? They pissed? Like, is it like one of those things where like you can't go to school because everybody's mad?
I mean, I don't really. The reason I got homeschooled is because I kept missing a lot of school, and I was getting like horrible grades because my teachers didn't get why I would be gone and not be sick. And so I just kind of like moved to homeschool because it was easier, and so I've been there for a couple of years, but it's boring.
It's like you and like your mom or something like
No,
how's
I
that
mean
work?
it's all online actually. So I have like teachers. I have 7 teachers, and I have 7 classes, and
they're all like on the other end of a different computer, like naked, like on the couch.
Right.
I mean,
like
I don't
old.
like to think about it that way, but let's open
But
up.
how hard is it to find? Like, do you get nervous about? Okay, sorry. Let me backtrack. Sometimes I'll meet somebody and I'll be like, "Oh, this could be a good friend," and they're actually a hater, and
Yes.
they're just trying to like get into my life so they can fuck my life up. Do you feel like is it hard to find friends?
I don't know if I've ever had that kind. I mean, maybe I haven't. I just don't know it. But I definitely will say that, especially because my best friend at the time, that was like when we did that, I lost because they decided they didn't want to be my friend.
Was she the
because of
one in the
everything.
backseat?
That was a very good friend of mine, but my best friend was she in the video? I don't even know. I feel like she was like one of the ones going, yeah.
She definitely don't like you now.
I mean,
I don't remember her in the video.
well, I honestly.
You're like, what's her name? What did she fall out of the
I mean,
car?
I'm just saying. I don't think it had to do with
remember.
your fame. I think you don't remember.
Well, I mean, I try not to think about that because that really sucked. Because I can't even talk. She came with me to my first like red carpet and everything. I took her to like everything with me. And then she decided not to be friends with me anymore. I think it was because like one, I went from seeing her every day at school to like I was homeschooled, and now I didn't see her, or I couldn't respond to her text, which was a big deal. And then
You called her too much.
I called her too much. I didn't respond to her text, but I called her. But no,
Way too much.
and that was like that was around the time when I had like a pregnancy rumor out about me.
Oh God.
Yeah, did you guys hear about that?
Is that even possible at 13?
I didn't know, but I mean, I guess it
Who's
was.
Baby? The black guy in the Escalade?
No, it
Beavers.
was okay.
Definitely
No,
Beavers.
it was the guy from the Naked Brothers band. Do you remember the Naked Brother band?
I don't know what
No.
that means.
Oh my God, do you not?
That sounds. How is that allowed?
It was a Nickelodeon show. But anyways, it's like a guy I'd never met before. And I was like, all right.
Oh my God, you've
But I'm
totally believed like you've had that happen where like the paparazzis decided something about you and like it's
I
like
know.
totally not
It was
true.
on CNN too. So
Oh my God.
It was on. The reason people like believed it is because it was on a part of CNN. It was CNN like it's where people can go on and write reports, and it like slipped through the cracks. And
Wow.
There
Just
I
like
was.
just like the Naked Brothers.
I hope you
Yeah.
sued.
I mean, I didn't, but the only people that called to actually like see if it was true or not, or like confirm or get a comment, was TMZ.
Really?
Out of everyone,
Wow.
surprising. I was like, oh, thanks. And TMZ put out something being like, no, she's not pregnant. So
Oh my God.
Shut up.
That
Have
must
you
be,
ever
like,
met-
so traumatizing.
Like, okay, who is the most famous person you've met?
oh my God, this is hard.
Is it Katy Perry?
See, I do say that because I haven't just met her. Like I performed with her on stage, and I was
In
in
her
a
video.
video, and so
She seems nice.
she's awesome.
Seems very
She's
nice.
so sweet.
I mean, I watched her movie.
Did you? I was in it for like 2 seconds.
Oh,
but
right, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was hilarious. Listen, I like Katy Perry, but that movie was just the part where she was crying. Well, she was quote crying, and then her makeup artist is like, "You can either cry, or you can get up, put your makeup and your weave on, and get out in front of all those thousands of people." And then Katy stood up and she's like, "Put my weave on," and it was like this triumphant moment. I was like, "This is the
That was
funniest
real.
movie of all time."
So Katy Perry, you're like besties. We got it.
I mean, So that's the one where I think it's like the most famous because I haven't met like the president yet or anything.
I mean,
Katy Perry's like way better than the president, Barack Obama, who's totally a black kid, right?
Totally.
Or a blackinator. Wait, what are the names?
Oh my
He's Rebecca's negro. He loves Rebecca. Well, you know what? We're getting to the end of the show.
oh my god.
And I'm feeling really good about this first
Wait,
episode,
so
guys.
wait, what do we? Anything you want to talk about, like coming
Oh my
up,
God.
or something exciting you want to like?
Yeah, what's the next step in Rebecca's life?
Well, see, right now, like, I mean, it's been a couple of years, and I kind of I've been in the studio, and I've recorded so many things, and I've re-recorded them and just made sure they're perfect, and so I do want to put an album out for sure. I don't know, like, when it would be out, but at the same time, like, I'm going back into, like, regular high school, so I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff and, like, come up to LA every day. And
Where's
stuff
your
like that.
reality show?
I don't know.
Can we make one? What's going on? Why don't you have... Everybody has a reality show.
See, that's the thing. It's so mainstream.
You're
Oh,
such a hipster.
oh my god, so true.
All right, you guys. Well, this has been fun.
Yay, thank you to
It's been-
Rebecca
it
back. She's
hasn't-
awesome.
yeah, it hasn't been as
Yay.
offensive as I thought it was going to be.
Which I think is a good
I
thing
think that's
for
a good
you.
thing.
It's like turning a new leaf. It's like
Totally
going.
is.
It's like offensive is so normal. It's like
wait,
everybody
before
does
we
it.
go, oh my god, I almost forgot the most important part of the show is every episode. This is new. I just made this up.
Yeah, I
I'm
have
gonna
no
call
idea.
my mom and tell her who's here, and then she has to ask them a question.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is she gonna answer?
My mom has no life. Yes.
Stop
I'm gonna
it.
do. She's like with 10 dogs right now.
That he buys.
She's, like, on
he's,
Match.com.
he is,
Oh my
like-
god. My mom's the same way. It's okay.
No, he buys them, and then his poor mother has to take care of them. The last dog like had her period all over the floor. It was so gross. She was wearing like a diaper. See, she's not answering.
Hello,
Hey,
Mom.
what you doing?
Well, I'm just sitting here with Rebecca Black.
Are you serious?
Yep. Hey.
Does she remember? Does
Yep.
she remember me like grabbing her at City
Oh
Walk?
yeah. Vividly.
How could she
Oh
forget?
my god.
No, Mom, I told her that you're her. You're one of her Rebecca's Negros. You're one of her Blackinators, right?
She's
Oh, is that what they're called? Kind of like
In Shane's mind, yeah.
believers?
Believers, yeah. Okay, so any question? Can you ask Rebecca a question that's on your mind? Anything and everything?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. What's it like being in the public eye?
Oh my.
Mom, I mean, come on. We've been talking to her for an hour. Give us something interesting, like what's her favorite flavored dressing? Give her something interesting. And nothing about her. Nothing about her. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but you have a fascination with Rebecca's. You know.
Stop it, Shane.
No, you do. You said she's beautiful, and then I clearly saw you check her out.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
Stop checking her out.
Let her ask a question.
You're totally embarrassing me, Shane, but nothing else. I mean, that's not new, right?
Okay, so what's your question?
All right. Let's see. Are you and your mom really close?
Oh yeah. Like my
Yeah.
mom's one of my best friends.
No, but do you think
Okay.
are you close or are you creepy close like me and my mom?
We're not creepy close. No.
Sorry, Mom. There's going to be no double
Sorry.
date.
No, there's no double date, but we're really close.
Now, is she a single mom, or is your mom and dad together?
My parents are divorced, but it's not like my dad's like out of my life or something. Like there's joint custody.
By the way, my
Like
mom
Shane's-
just became Dr. Phil. My mom is like, now
Is
Rebecca.
she a single mom?
Now Rebecca, are you
No,
Christian?
I was just curious, Shane, because I raised you know, on my own, and I was curious if she went through the same thing.
Yeah, so it's not like she like raised me on my own, but like my dad's definitely like still there, and a
Yeah.
big part of my life. But I mean, she's single. That's not like
And ready to
saying
mingle.
She's not ready to
She's
mingle.
ready to
No, this
I'm
is-
not letting her be ready to mingle.
This is perfect, Mom, because you're ready to mingle too.
Totes.
So you
no,
and Rebecca
she's
Black's
not ready.
mom,
No, she's not ready to mingle.
they could go on a Groupon date. That's a thing, right? I don't know. All right, Mom, I love you. Thank you for your amazing question.
Okay, I love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Rebecca.
Bye.
Well, what a great, creepy way to end the
wonderful.
show.
She's
I mean,
wonderful.
can you believe he does this to his mother? I mean, like,
I remember like after we met, you started asking people in your vlogs We're like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how jealous were you that I met Rebecca Black?
I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
And everybody was a 10.
There was one person that I ended up, I feel like there was, what was her name? I don't remember. She was in one of your vlogs, but she said something like weird about it. And then I ended up like, I watched her videos. Who was it?
It's probably me. No.
Obviously. It's like a beauty guru or something.
Juicy Star?
No, I haven't met her. I don't know. I like said hi to her at VidCon, and I think
Ingrid.
she saw. Yeah.
Miss Glamorazzi.
I see. Like I've watched her videos for so long, and then I like said hi to her at VidCon, and I don't know if she didn't hear me or what. But Luke turned and said hi. But
Ugh, she's a bitch.
Oh, you're gonna be at VidCon.
I'm kidding. By the way,
course.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
Shane, we can plug that. VidCon. Everybody's gonna be at VidCon this year.
yes.
All right, me and
August.
Rebecca are going to be doing a duet,
Totes.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're going to go warm
Yeah.
up right now, guys.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Hope you had fun hanging with us. We had fun hanging with you, and we will see you, I think, next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weekly? Okay.
Sure. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.